Hello. So it's day 5, and I've been kind of quiet all day, but can you guess what I was doing? I'll give you $1 million if you can guess what I was doing. I was scrubbing my new gym. I'm gonna sit on books instead of cushions today. Not my cushions. Better? Woo, that's better. Sitting on books. I want you to be able to see my whole board and me at the same time. So it's Friday. It's day 5. Today, all day long, went like through the front door of the new place where I am, Fitness Quest, Leawood, Kansas, South Leawood, 143rd and Kenneth. Okay? And it's one of those funky things where we are in South Leawood, but when you do the GPS and you see Fitness Quest, it's going to say Overland Park. Okay? But there's only one Fitness Quest in the area. And so today, I just made believe like it was my place and got permission to shine it all up, because what I am hoping is that you all are going to come out and visit me on Saturdays at 10 a.m. for walk, jog, and stretch. It's a free community class, and we're going to be doing it at Fitness Quest, so you can go in and use the restroom or water fountain, all that stuff. But we're going to be walking in the neighborhoods. We have some real nice neighborhoods, and I'm going to put the invite after this video's over to come join me on Saturdays and come check out the place. So I started there back in 2011. So that is pre-Jacob. So I actually was like big giant pregnant with Jacob and working at Fitness Quest. And so my whole idea back then, which is kind of part of Change Your Mind, Change Yourself, and I haven't really talked to you guys about that, my original whole thing when I had Jacob and I was teaching at those schools when I was a teacher for Pinnacle Career Institute and also like Longview Community College. I was teaching at Pinnacle Career Institute, and I ended up personal training. Someone referred me to Fitness Quest, and that is how I found it. I was the teacher there, and then I got invited to be the trainer for the owners of the school and their daughter. So they introduced me to Fitness Quest, and that's how it started. And then the apartments where I live, they're like half a mile away. So I have so much energy right now, and I'm like so super stoked that everything is all coming together, because I literally walk by my gym where I'm at now. So super awesome. So what I wanted to do today, day 5, and everything is ready for you to join us. So I don't know how long you've been around for the ride, right? But you all have, like, Mai Trainer started officially in 2013, LLC, but this page started in 2012, and it was at Fitness Quest where I launched everything, and I was also like the co-manager at Snap Fitness. So I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of the backstory as we go into it too, that like my whole big dream and part of this whole Change Your Mind, Change Yourself that I wrote in 2015 was that I had like made up my mind that I was going to do all of this for you all. So the same principles that I've used to put together this book for you and to help you figure out how to be your healthy and fit self, and how to do visualization and doing the affirmations. That's like the beginning steps of all of the things that I practice. So someone was asking me the other day, well, how did I even get into this kind of stuff? And they didn't know how like much I was into it. But I've been like I've been trained corporately. I've been to lots of trainings on how to do this in a more like corporate setting. So when I was a teacher, I did get trained by I'm trying to think of the name right now, Investment in Excellence. So I went to this like repeated 2 to 3 day conferences and things, and it was all about habit change. It was all about doing this stuff, and it was all about how to be like successful in business and in your own thing. So like the whole big dream for all of my trainer stuff and this whole kickoff had started back as like a dream for me in like 2010 while I was a teacher. 2011, I figured out where it was I wanted to live and where it was I wanted to train. 2012, had Jacob. And then you all, bless your hearts, depending on how long that you've been here, you all watched me crash and burn a bit. But then I landed safely at the YMCA because you guys kind of know I went through a divorce, was a single mom, needed to have some more stability, and so you saw me go to the YMCA, and then you saw me go to the Soul Grave Regency, and that's where I started my blog, and that's where I built like this whole platform for you. So I've been building stuff for 4 years, all of the free stuff, like the online course stuff, and then all of like this stuff here was all built while I was at the Soul Grave Regency. So I'm going to ramble on this, and that's okay, because this is your invitation to join us. So Tim joined me, right? Like 3 years ago. I met him in 2015. So Tim joined me as my boyfriend, but then like fell in love like with the training stuff I was doing. And at that time it was hybrid. It was a mix of not just like bodybuilding style training, but it was also like strength training, because I had just went to the Olympic Training Center and I had gotten my certification in Olympic lifting, and then you guys saw me start training with my coach at Body Solutions and doing Olympic weightlifting stuff. And so for a whole year, Tim actually did my programs. So Tim went from like 179 pounds, I believe that's what it was, 179 pounds, and he got all the way up to 225 because we were building muscle and mass in 1 year. And then after that, like he really fell in love like with all of this stuff more. And so like our conversations were always, well, I'm a certified strength conditioning specialist. I am a, you know, I am what I am, but you can be it too. And so we started having those conversations. I didn't know I was going to tell you guys all this, but this is important, right? Because you guys see Tim's face all the time next to me. So I met Tim in 2015. We trained together for a whole year. He used the app. He was one of the first people, along with one of my clients at the Soul Grave Regency. Daniel was one of the first ones that really used the app. So the app's been around since 2015, 16, and it's been up and running and has had people in it since then. More privately though, for the Soul Grave Regency, and then select people. But Tim started studying after that. So after that first year with me, Tim started studying. He started doing his own programming, and then he got ready to start doing Olympic lifting with my coach at Body Solutions. It's been a while now, like it's closing in on 8 months, or I don't want to say the wrong thing, but it's been a while now, over 6 months, 8 months, that Tim's been Olympic lifting now too. So then we got engaged, right? And then Tim and I decided that like we're gonna do the thing. So I'm gonna do the thing first. I'm gonna like blast this thing, right? All of y'all that have been here since 2012, 13. I'm gonna like keep going strong on this full time. I'm not gonna work a fitness management job. Tim's behind me on all this stuff. So I've got my clients now at Fitness Quest. I've got Savannah, I've got James, I've got a new person joining me, Jessica. And we're going to be doing like the walk, jog, and stretch class and the free community class. And then I've joined the Rotary Club. So we've got all kind of like community action like headed here now. So I just want to thank you guys, those of you that like have been on my email list also since way back when I started in 2016 was like when the email list started. So it's 2019 and all of you guys are still here, and I am like, I've got so much momentum. Chip at Fitness Quest, bless his heart, like I came in today and I was just like ready to do a, like just ready to do the Miley touch like all through the place because I had some of my people coming in, and that's just like what I do. And if you guys have been, and a lot of you have been at my gyms before, and you know how like I go crazy and I just like wash down everything. I did that today, so I don't know. I'm going to keep doing that. I just don't. I mean, when I was at the YMCA even, I would just like, I would wash everything. So, and at at Snap Fitness and anywhere else I've been, and especially at the Soulgrave Regency. All of my Soulgrave Regency people know that, like, so I did that, all of you all that know all of that, like I did that today at Fitness Quest on the cardio side, and then I'm going to go and scrub down like the strength training side. So Tim has early morning appointments here in person. I don't. I can't start till 8. So there's 2 days a week that Tim can start as early as 5 a.m. Okay? And he knows all the things too. I know a lot, like I have my whole skill set and I'm kind of crazy, but on the like strength and conditioning, strength training programs, nutrition programs, all of that stuff, Tim's already getting started with clients, and it's been just like really cool and exciting to watch that whole thing go down and to be able to like join forces. So I can't start until 8, and then I have to, we wrap up at about 4. So it is like kind of during the day. So I kind of wanted to explain that to y'all. Right now we're trying to do the family thing, and we don't have nights. There might be some nights that Tim could do, but I have to be with Jacob. So that's kind of part of this whole thing too, is that I really wanted to get it ready. And a lot of you guys are my friends, or you know me. This whole thing, I wanted to get ready just so I could like be there for Jacob more, right? So I tried to get all of this ready to launch, and then my availability is going to be more like while Jacob's at school, like 8 to 4, so that we can do like homework stuff in the mornings and get ready for school fully, and then I can go get him and we can go to soccer and all that stuff. Okay, so the in-person appointments are a little bit limited, but that's why I wanted to kind of explain all the things. Okay, so rambled. I might start rambling more often and just like talking to y'all. But, okay, so it's day 5. You're invited to join maitrainer.com. That's M-A-I, trainer.com. And I want you to join the community, and I want you to figure out how you can get in the community more so than you already are. So if you're in, like if you're on Facebook, then that's awesome. So you can see a lot of things. But what I would like you to do is like move, we could call it a ladder or something, or like move down the path to my trainer. Because like in my head, what happens is that I invite you to do free stuff with me, and then maybe eventually you'll pay me, right? That's the idea. But I don't care if you never move towards that way, right? So all of this, I'm starting to kind of think that maybe like I'm trying to be like the Robin Hood of like health and fitness, because I want to give a lot of stuff away for you all for free. And then I want you to start paying me when you actually start doing like program designs and actual programs and like actual in-person with me. So I want to give you information free all day long, and partly is mostly so you can get to know me, right? But I know it's like really hard to just like put information into action. Some of you can do it, and some of you have done it. And I've been blessed by online coaching before and taken free stuff and totally learned a lot of stuff and changed my life. So like my hope is that I give you everything that you need to know to change your life right over here on this free section. And if you don't ever have to pay me, like that's totally cool. And like my whole thing is that I want to like leave a legacy behind, and I want to leave my work behind, and I want to touch as many lives as possible. Okay, and I want to make a living. So here's the deal. So MaiTrainer.com is not just a blog anymore, and it's not just an email list. Okay, so that's what it's been for a real long time, but I've got it together now ever since I left, about within the last 8 weeks, since I started doing this stuff full time. You can actually have a membership to my website. So anytime you've seen those links to register, that's an actual, like you're logging into my website, and then you're accessing free information. So this 5-day course, if you do register, and I'll put the links below after this video is done, then you'll be able to have the course replays right there in a more organized format than it would be if you're looking in the Facebook group right now. But you could always just stay in the Facebook group. So I'm just going to let you know now like how to jump into My Trainer and join us. Okay? We're starting with the free stuff. So you register at MaiTrainer.com. You go to register at MaiTrainer.com. You get in, you get the replays of this whole course, the Change Your Mind, Change Yourself course, where we dug into and did all the exercises together on this, so that you had some more support for that. And then there's the Facebook group. So if you do get into the website, then it's going to give you a link to join the Facebook group. So you go to maitrainer.com, you'll see register. You'll get the course replays. I'll have them up soon, but it will invite you to the Facebook group. You'll be able to download the ebook, which is this guy, okay? Then there's going to be extra stuff. There's going to be plus nutrition guides, plus 12 full body workouts, and then also there's going to be there is the ability for me to do stress management talks. So I wanted to throw that out to you too. So if you have groups and you want a guest speaker, there's other stuff I could guest speak on, but what I have prepared already with a lot of free stuff is the stress management bundle. So on the free side, that's what I have. And then of course you guys see like all the stuff I put on social media. I don't really count that stuff. That's just kind of like building awareness, building the brand, all of that stuff. But then this is how you actually join. So you jump in, you become not just a watcher, and you become part of the whole thing. So this middle section is if you can't see me in person, right? Like if you can't get to Fitness Quest in Leawood, Kansas, or like whatever, then the App Store is open. So if you go to maitrainer.com and you go to Start Here, you can go to the App Store. And I've started opening programs that you can open up on my app. And I'm going to try to build this. This needs to be bigger than it is right now because these are the more lower cost things. And I want to bring you even more and more like lower cost things. So right now there is like some free trials, like Gentle Strength and Stretch is free if you want to just try the app out. It's a more gentle program that uses just bands and things and body weight and a chair. But then there are some more open programs that use like fitness center equipment, and then I'm going to be busting tail and making this app store big, okay? And then I can design a program for you if you just want to have a program to do for 8 to 12 weeks. I can do that, and then I can open it for you either on the app or I can actually send it to you via text or email so that you can open it up. So if you feel confident enough to work out on your own, you just want someone to tell you what to do on those days for your goals, but you can just follow it and do it, then online program design is available. So I have hundreds of workouts already created, and it's easy for me to bundle and switch and change things after you and I have a conversation, okay, and personalize it for you. And then there's online personal training, and this is more like back and forth. Like I would actually talk to you during the week. We would get on the phone. You can go to maitrainer.com, you go to Start Here, and then you can find like more info about all of this stuff, okay? So my big thing right now is that I'm pushing wellness coaching in person at Fitness Quest, but that can also be done online, okay? And these are the fitness wellness coaching is 6 sessions with me, 30 minutes, once a week for 6 weeks, okay? And then this is where we're breaking it down and we're just doing 1 to 2 steps at a time. So this would couple very well with like Change Your Mind, Change Yourself. So if you're in this program now and you've been following it and you do want to work with me in person, the very first thing I would maybe recommend is the wellness coaching, because then that way we can just get started at a moderate pace, and then go through all of like doing affirmations and things like that, but then figuring out what it is that you need to be doing for you without slamming you too hard, because we would just be meeting once a week and then you'd be trying to do this stuff on your own with support with the app. And then other information I can send you during the week, okay? So for instance, I had a client that started today with wellness coaching, and so this first week what we're just starting on is the exercise part, and so we just went through an exercise today. We did 6 exercises that she could recreate on her own during the week at the fitness center that she has at her work, okay? So that's all we're focusing on, is that she's going to get in some exercise this week. That's what we're focusing on, and she'll be supported by the app. And then next week, we'll start looking at nutrition. She's going to keep a food journal for me this week. So that's all we're going to do. We're not going to just like kill you, right? So personal training, the difference between wellness coaching and personal training is if you're ready to jump in like more than once a week, and you really want me to be on your tail and tell you what to do, and you want it to be more regimented, then that would be more personal training. okay? And I'd still do just, this is a 6-week wellness coaching, and then personal training is month to month, okay? And then I do also offer inclusive fitness. So my next certification is inclusive fitness trainer, and then also special populations through the NSCA. And then ACSM is the inclusive fitness trainer. So my work with James, if you guys have seen any of those videos, has really prompted me to want to expand that a little bit. But then all different types of conditions. So like down the road, like what I'm hoping to focus on is like not necessarily specialty training, but making sure that I'm seeking out opportunity with anybody that might be working. I could work with physical therapists, or I could work with doctors' offices, and so that's kind of what I'm setting up in the future. So in 2020, I'll need to be turning in all my CEUs for my current certifications, and so the plan is for me to be doing those certifications next year. So, okay, 21 minutes. I think invitations are supposed to be like much shorter than that, but I'm going to chop this up, and I appreciate you for checking it out. So that's everything that's going on, and I apologize that I can't just like decide to sell you one thing, because that's a lot of business advice. Like a lot of business advice is like thrown at me all the time, like just like constantly. And what they want to try to tell me is that I should just pick one thing and just like really hammer it down. And I'm just like, no, I got too much stuff for that, right? I have so much stuff. If you made me pick just like one part of like one program and then just like try to find the right market group and like funnel and make all these sales calls and like really talk you into it, like I'm not going to do it that way. Okay? I'm going to do it like how I've always done it. I'm going to do it like Miley style. And I'm just going to keep doing it this way, right? Because I've been around since 2004. I've been a trainer since 2004, and now a strength and conditioning specialist since 2015. So I'm not going anywhere. So we're going to do it this way. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm so excited that you're here. And join me. I don't care how. Join maitrainer.com, MAI, trainer.com. Go to register if you want to get the free stuff, right? And then if you want to get more than the free stuff, you go to start here, and then you'll be able to pull up all of this. Okay? All right. Love y'all, and thank you so much for being here since 2012. Well, let me know in the comments if you have questions. All right.